Spirit-led and not a copycat of something else someone else was doing. That was the way that this successful person did this, and this way is the way I'm going to do it. Bible studies in the where I did nothing, and somebody else, very painful, in my experience, and very important and important. And God put me into a situation in which I believe it into life in Christ, and from Dory to glory, from glory to gourd, and the whole thing is just babble. We grow and mature and amateur are like witchcraft and knowledge of spelling and putting spells onto the wisdom of God, and gory seasons that come and go are just seasons of going to a level with cries, and I wanna lay it off and grow and mature in my faith. Right, so phase like a little bear, butterfly, means doll, and Peter Pan, like a rich my gold, and I felt like at the end, the pot at the end of the rainbow, and I was getting older, and then I started, and I continued with this lead, points, and I get a lot of points for starting to go down on Mount E and failing because. Only the feelings are called it out as more like that, and it's not possible. You have to do. You're taking hold of things. You're letting go of things, and you have to start turning things over to other people, or you just cry. You wear yourself out, and there's more than just being responsible for what one person can handle. And I remember when I was with my position, applied taking him, because and I really couldn't in this relationship. I needed my fellowship to be very sturdy, and I needed to meet him one day and see everybody grizzly with me. And we were doing that with the bears, like the Slavs do here in Siberia. So the rule of thumb and Tom and thumb and of all kinds of ties. And it's not like it or not. You think according to your gender, and so you have a tendency to think that anything other than that is wrong and wrong. And I learned that I've made it to listen to younger people, and that although I knew more things than I didn't know everything, I knew that was the hard pill to swallow, because the bird swallow. And I was just a pin in a ball, approving everything, and it was killing me, because I couldn't do it. Especially as I got older, I couldn't do it with the Nards and God playing cyclically. And, you have the energy over here, and I didn't have it all near. Yeah, and I'm a hobbit and habit. You could, like, physically betray you. And it's all on fire. Yeah, so fire to the rain. And it's such a bad adrenaline rush of fatigue of sorts. And I had something called burning mouse in my mouth. And my mouth was on fire. And then maneuvering with the Bedekni. And my mouth is where my gift is, speaking and speech. And one day I'm talking about the colors of my magazine March, and I wanted to do the cover, and I think it was orange, and I said, I don't know. And I didn't know, because I didn't like oranges. And nectarines either. So I didn't say, any of this. Right. And I didn't let it affect me the way it could, because he was right. And I needed to say that. And it's all about me. And so those of you who are watching with attention, everybody's always learning. And if you want to learn something, you have to get into the mainframe. You have to reach your goals and never say, don't be a naysayer and to say I'm long and why I've never reached my goal. And it changes the nature of life. The seven gospels, the light, and sinning, never being that way in the Eucharist and stability and security. We don't want things to change, but Jesus did not come from heaven to have a cross of resident evil to give us a warring state of blood, the way it's rolled and changes, so you got to be up for changing life. Oh, that the way things constantly are changing, glowing, and kids where they're like constantly changing, and I'm willing to be like that in my life, not just all change to scene, and some of it comes because it's warnings, and I like that kind of change because I like to bring it on, Lord. But some of the changes because you live your life, you're comfortable, and you have everything you worked for, and it wouldn't lack to. It's like a journey deeper, eventually. What at and call kind of way, like a movement of sorts, so like a Soviet style with the manners and the gold, and it's not a concert raise, right? And meeting new people, learning to interact with people in new languages, and attracting being. I just had it worked out right now, so you gotta be willing to be interactive with other people. It's the call of God. And it seems to me like it's a cycle, and you're always taking a hold and letting go. It's at the same time. Sometimes we feel like we're being pulled, apart. But the reason is because if we don't let go of this, we're trying to take hold of that. So it's like you can't quite get this until you let go of that. Don't let you. And it's always very interesting because you're not 100% sure what it looks like. Your look-alike.